Hey there, welcome back to my channel. It's Kat, and today Kat is opening up something a little more unusual. So if you haven't seen the video already, we're going to link it down below. But with me here is Quincy from Lilies and Tomatoes.
Yep.
All right, well, why don't you tell her what you had me doing here?
All right, so I had Kat do a quick pickle fermenting challenge. So we can just take advantage of some of the health benefits of having your own healthy foods, healthy options, and fermented foods are healthier for you and they're easier to digest. Quick pickles are a quick way to do something along that, in that vein. And they're fun and they're a great thing to do in the wintertime to preserve your harvest from your summer garden.
Yep, so what I've got here is a bunch of jars because, you know, I can't do anything partial. So I have, this one is all pickled mushrooms. And I've got a couple of jars of a pickled vegetable blend. It's mostly cauliflower and carrots. And then I have one kind of old-fashioned pickles. But I did accidentally put too much of a variety of spices in there, so we'll see what they taste like. So today, Quincy thought it would be fun to make me eat them on camera. That's our plan for today. Have you had other people do this challenge before?
Not this one yet, but I'm working everyone through like grow something, make something, eat it together.
So you have made other people eat their experiments before?
Yes. That is a requirement before moving on to the next level.
Okay, so I jumped right to advanced is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so should we see how they taste?
Yes.
So if you've already watched the first video, you'll it's going to be linked down below if you haven't. You'll see when I was loading all these jars up, basically we just put the vegetables in there. This one is dripping on me. And there is garlic and a whole bunch of spices, and then we just loaded it up with a vinegar salt brine. And my mouth is already watering just thinking about all this vinegar I'm about to eat. And after I finished the video, I did put these just coffee filters on to help keep the metal from the inside of the cans from reacting to the vinegar. All right. Have you done this yourself?
No, we're doing it as a class on Tuesday.
So I'm the guinea pig.
Yes.
All right. So we do have what appears to be a pickle. So far, so good. Smells like a pickle. It is a little yellow. It's a little yellow for like compared to like a regular pickle, but that is because I used an apple cider vinegar blend. And I also put a little bit of turmeric in everything because I just thought that would be fun. So when I was making this, you'll notice in the previous video that I accidentally put a whole lot of red pepper flakes in my pickles. It's a little spicy. But it's a good pickle. Woo! I definitely need some water though. It's very vinegary. So hold on. I can't talk. It's so vinegary. So I was expecting it to be a bit more salty than that. I think that maybe when we made the brine, I didn't put enough salt in it. We might have to work on that recipe a little bit.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit of sugar, a little bit more sugar.
That might have cut the vinegar down a little bit. Let's see. Should I open something else?
Is it the same exact formula for the brine on all of them?
No. Well, the vinegar base, I guess, was pretty much the same. Or at least I think these two were the same, and then these two were a separate batch. Mm-hmm. So they taste a little different. They all have very different seasoning in them, though. I don't know. Let's open one up and see.
I'm very curious about the cauliflower. I see a lot of people doing that, and I'm just like, really? Cauliflower?
And I actually had to get creative. And if you've ever worked in the restaurant business, you recognize solo cups. I had to stick a solo cup in there to squish everything down because it all floated.
Yeah, I ended up getting some weights for that, for other things, but they don't fit in all jars.
Yeah, I saw online that they have pickling weights. I was not going to Amazon pickling weights for this. All right. So the cauliflower is still pretty crunchy.
Nice.
I'm like having to stab it to get it out. Oops, don't mind that. All right, so it is very orange, but that's because I put turmeric and paprika in here. So here's my delicious orange cauliflower. Oh, that came out really good. You can really taste, because I put a lot of black pepper and I put coriander and mustard seed in this.
Okay, nice.
And that is a really good combination. Plus, you can really actually taste the turmeric in this. And it is not nearly as vinegary. This is actually really good.
So more spices, maybe a little bit of sugar, and a little bit more salt.
But that is really good. I'm going to take this over to Dad. He will love it. A little vinegar I kick in the back there. Definitely still vinegary, no doubt about it. If you don't like pickles, you should not do this challenge.
Yeah.
All right, so before we go, tell everyone how they can follow you along and what else they can see of yours.
My name is Quincy Adams. My channel is called Lilies and Tomatoes, and I try to help people grow some of their own food in a small space on a budget. So we do all kinds of crazy hacking things to grow some food inside and in a small space outside. So I've got other grow challenges on my channel, and there's lots of like DIY type gardening stuff. So if you're ever wondering if you can grow something, you probably can, and I've probably tried it. So come to my channel and find out.
And then you also teach classes online, right?
Yes, I teach class live on Facebook. For the winter, we're doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then in next spring, we'll go back to Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
All right. So check out Lilies and Tomatoes after you've watched my video, of course. No, I'm just kidding. You just zip through one of mine while you're gardening with Lilies and Tomatoes. I keep wanting to just call you Lily because I feel like that was your name for the longest time in my head.
I get that a lot, and because lilies and tomatoes are my favorite things to grow, that's why I called it that, because everything related to container gardening was already taken.
Right. Well, all right. So Quincy, not Lily, but she likes to grow lilies. Well, thank you for the challenge. What do we do? So we got to come up with a new challenge for next time. You know, I'm a nurse when I'm not busy unboxing things and opening up free stuff. So I think we were talking about maybe doing something that's more health related, if we can find something. You were talking about fire vinegar or fire
cider you take a bunch of like healthy stuff like onions and garlic and hot peppers, and you put it in vinegar, and you let it sit for 4 to 6 weeks and ferment it, and then you strain out all the solids, and it makes like a health tonic. And then you add honey to it for taste.
So you're intentionally letting something just go bad in a jar on your counter?
In a controlled way. You have to check it to make sure that it's not going bad. You also have to burp the containers to make sure they don't explode. And keep them separate. You're not supposed to set 2 different kind of ferments together. There's a couple rules, but I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of gal. So like, I'm not strict about most rules. I'm just like, if it smells okay, it's probably okay. And if it smells bad, it's going in the garbage.
Okay. All right. Well, we will pick something and be back with another challenge. So keep an eye out for us. And then maybe I'm thinking in the spring, we can do some, I'm guessing thinking more like herbs, something that we can grow that you can use for health purposes.
You can make healthy teas with all kinds of herbs.
Yes, that's something along those lines is what I was thinking. So obviously we have months to discuss that. We have to survive the long winter first. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming and watching us, guys. And I hope you enjoyed our challenge. I'm going to eat some more cauliflower now. I'm not sure what Quincy's going to do. But when you're done with this video, obviously go watch all of our other videos. Anything else to add?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.